Thursday, October the 9th, and on this 7th video, what we're going to show is how to adjust the time and the timer, and basically how that works. This 600XU Select relay timer has 3 dials. One of them should not be modified because it has been already wired and adjusted according to the C form in such a way that once we enable the relay, we will have 50% duty cycles, changes in polarity at whichever timing the relay is set to, but it will be 50% on, 50% off. The other two settings are the time, which it runs all the way from 1 second to 3 hours, and what we're going to show first is that we selected for 3 minutes. Within those 3 minutes there is a sub dial that, depending on where it's set from 0 to 100%, the timer will switch a fraction or a percentage of that. For instance, in order to set it for 1 minute, we can go to the 1 minute dial and keep this at 100%, or go to the 3 minute, and that's the way we have it, 3 minutes, and go to the 3, which actually we can do like a 0.33, but it's really, if we go at 3, that will be 30% of that 1 minute, making it roughly 1 minute. If we wanted to go if we wanted to stay at 3 minutes, but then now go to the 5, that will be 50%, so that will be 50% of 3 minutes. That will be 1.5 minutes, which is 1 minute 30 seconds. And if we wanted to have 3 minutes, we will go with 3 minutes, and we will go to 100%. That will be the 3 minutes. So it's at the 100%, it's the same as the setting on the top. For instance, the next one is 10 minutes. 10 minutes with 100% will be 10 minutes. If we wanted to keep at the 10-minute mark, but only be transitioning every 5 minutes, we will have to go to the 50% and so forth. So what we have is here a relay. The relay has 2 LEDs, the power on and the relay on and off. So this will be on at all times, and 50% of the time this will be on. This will be in one position for one polarity, and then the LED will come on, it will be on the other position on the other polarity. So if I can see here, there is a little arrow, pointing arrow, where we have it set for 3 minutes, and we have it at 30% of those 3 minutes, again approximately 1 minute. What we're going to do is we're going to show that if we keep it at the 3 minute mark and 30%, that's roughly a minute, and then when we move it to 5, that will be 50% of 3 minutes, making it 1.5. For this part of the test, we're going to be looking at the DC output, and we really have just the minimum output just to allow us to so very important to change the settings only when the unit is off. So the unit is enabled, we're ready to fire, and I'm going to have my, so let's go ahead and turn that on, Tony. Okay, so at this point the output voltage is negative. We have approximately negative 46 volts DC, and we have our stopwatch running 20 seconds. We're at the 30-second mark. And as we can see here, the relay power is on, and we'll see what happens to that green LED that will turn on when, okay, we're at the 50-second mark. Because of the adjustment is not accurate, I'll show what, okay, now it changed, and I have 1 minute and 3 seconds. And again, we could leave it running for another minute, and we'll show that it transitions again. Now, I'm going to show here that now that relay, the green LED, it's there. So when we get again to the 2-minute mark, we should be transitioning again. So I got 1:30, and we'll see what happens when we are around the 2-minute mark. Of course, it's important to remember that TB3 has to be set for the auto. Okay, so we're on the getting close to the 2-minute mark, which will be now, and in a matter of a couple of seconds. There you go. So we're at 204, 205. Now we're down. So now at this point, we're going to inhibit the unit, and I'm going to adjust the timer so that we go to, so the unit, the relay, it's off, and I'm going to bring this to roughly the 5, which is 50% of 3. So let's go ahead and enable, and let me go ahead and stop this. Let me reset this, and go ahead, Tony. Okay. So now it should not transition at the 1 minute, 1 and a couple of seconds, depending on the adjustment, because it's more like a potentiometer as opposed to discrete settings on that dial. And basically that's the way there's the polarity transition time in auto can change from a fraction of a second to the maximum, which is 3 hours at 100%, or a fraction of it. Keeping in mind that I think you intend to change every 5 minutes or so, which I will probably set it to the 10-minute mark and not the 50% on the second round. Okay, so again, it should be at half of 3 minutes, which is 1 minute and a half, or 1 minute and 30 seconds. So we passed roughly the 1 minute mark. There it is, 1:31. And again, this will be happening will be transitioning every minute and a half, every minute and 30 seconds. So this is the end of this video that shows how the time relay works.